Teachers here, and I've been asked to help Mr. Hill with a video on how to use a Chromebook. But I wanted to start here in the middle of the library so you have an idea, because you guys have all been here. Everybody's been here picking up books. So this is the library, everybody knows where it is. And he is in the back corner over there. So we're gonna go talk to Mr. Hill about how to use a Chromebook, and I'm gonna put my mask back on. Here we go. So this poor guy is tasked with doing a lot of work for the school. And he is a highly in-demand, talented guy. And if you get to know him, he's absolutely the sweetest guy there is to know. So here we go. So hello, Mr. Hill. So here we go. So what is, pray tell, a Chromebook?
A Chromebook is a device that we use to access the internet and access things like Google Classroom and Google Docs, which allows you to write documents and interact with the teachers.
Okay, so tell me real quick, how is it, like, is this a laptop?
It's similar to a laptop in the way you work with it. The only main difference is nothing is actually stored on the Chromebook. Everything's done web-based, so you can actually use it anywhere.
Okay, and so how do you, so you need to have Wi-Fi to have it log in?
Yes, it's strictly done over the network, so you have to have an internet connection active, or you can use it, sorry.
You can do it, keep on.
You do have to have an internet connection to use the device.
Okay, so that's really important that we connect it to the internet.
Yes.
Okay, so you seem to already have it on. What happens if I get mine and it's not on? How do I turn it on?
The simplest way to turn the device on is actually just to open it up. It has an auto power on feature. Now, sometimes if your device is off, you can actually turn it on with the power button. I don't know where it is on this machine.
We get a bunch of new stuff. Is that it on the top there?
Yes, up here top. So to turn it on, you can either open the device, but if it doesn't turn on with that, there's a power button in the upper left corner.
Right there.
If you push it, it'll turn the device on.
This guy's is the power button. And then of course, if anything goes wrong with it, we're gonna want you to first power cycle. If at first you don't succeed, do a power cycle, right?
Turn it off and turn it on again.
Yes, and you use that button to do so. Not just don't close the door, right?
Right.
Okay, so tell me a little about, before we get going, tell me about the power cord.
The power cord?
It's two parts, right?
Yeah, there's two parts to the power cord. It connects on the side.
It's somewhere in here. Okay.
Sorry.
All right. And it connects, and it looks like it's a USB-C
It's
cable.
a USB-C cable
USB-C.
for this model of Chromebook, and it connects right here on the side.
Will any USB-C work?
No, it has to be the specific cable for the laptop. And don't use the laptop on don't use the power cord on any other device. It's not a laptop, it's a Chromebook.
It's a Chromebook laptop.
It's a Chromebook.
Yeah.
Sorry. So it has to be a specific power cord that came with the Chromebook. Only use it for the Chromebook. Do not use any other power cords, and do not use this power cord on any device other than the Chromebook.
Okay, so what else can I plug into it? What else might I plug into this masterful piece of equipment here?
Now, even though you can't use the USB-C cord to power other things, you can use the port to power any USB-C device.
So I can power my phone with that thing?
Yes, you can charge your phone with this. You can connect your phone to it. From this device right here is a regular USB cable. Okay, so any device that you can use, a mouse, a keyboard, you can connect them all to this and use it anyway.
Okay, cool.
It also has a micro SD card slot, so you can have additional storage.
Yeah, only GoPro though. Sorry. Yeah, you can take your GoPro memory, right?
Yes.
And what about the other side? What's on the other side?
On the other side, we have more of the same. Another USB cable for USB, and then another USB-C cable.
Is there a HDMI cable anywhere on that?
This one does not have an HDMI cable on it.
So there's no way to hook up an additional display on it?
You can. You could run anything that
runs
off a USB-C.
That would be that you could use the USB-C.
You will need to have your own
additional display.
You will need to have your own adapter, and it could run off the USB-C.
But you could say have a bigger monitor at home.
Yes, absolutely.
And use the USB-C to HDMI adapter that you would have to buy.
You could. Yes.
You would have to buy. I'm trying to point at the camera. You would have to buy. And then you could essentially hook up a bigger monitor. Okay, cool. All right. So does it have a camera on it anywhere?
Actually, this one has two. No, it has one camera that faces you all the time.
Faces you all the time.
Which is just a strictly front-facing camera.
Yeah, front-facing.
And with this new model that the freshmen are getting this year, it has a second camera located right here.
Right there. So.
And the advantage of that is if you take this.
Wait.
Oh, sorry.
I thought it was
spoilers.
I thought you were breaking it. Okay.
It actually flips around all the way.
It's a tablet, and then that's a world. They call that a world-facing camera.
This is now your viewfinder on the camera, and as you can see everything on it.
Right. And when we log in, maybe we can get to that. Okay, so cool. There's 2 cameras. That's really cool. All right, so tell me a little about, is the keyboard the same as the laptop? What's going on with that?
Yeah, the key, it's a standard keyboard. The only difference is there's no delete key. There's a backspace key only.
Okay.
Other than that, it has basically the same features.
There doesn't seem to be mouse buttons.
There are no buttons. Everything is done strictly through touch on this.
Okay.
Okay, you can use 2 fingers to move windows. You could use a single finger to move the
And then the
mouse.
click is just you push down?
The click is simply to push on it.
Now
It
what if
also
I
works
want to
with the
right
touch.
click?
If you want to right click, you hold in the Alt button and then click on the mouse.
Well, sweet. So we can right click all day long. Okay, so can you show me, like in tablet mode, how does the keyboard work if it's in the tablet or in the flat mode? I don't know what you call it. Is that tablet mode?
It's a tablet mode. This is a tablet mode.
Okay, so now how?
If we flip it all the way around to a tablet mode,
So how do we get it? Do I have to figure out how to go back?
it actually locks all the keys in the back, so you can't interfere with what you're doing.
Sweet.
And it becomes strictly touch. So you tell it the field you want it to work on, and it'll automatically pop
keyboard.
up an on-screen keyboard.
That's pretty cool. That's
And
pretty cool.
sometimes
Okay.
if they're too small to see, you can actually rotate it, and it'll make the keyboard larger.
Nice. Okay, so let me go ahead, like, people are gonna have to figure out how to log these in. So let's go ahead and log in. Can we log in?
Sure.
You're gonna go use it, so you got the keyboard, right?
Yes, right.
Okay, so when you turn it on, this is what comes up, right?
Correct.
But
And
what if? But only if you have Wi-Fi, right? You have to hook
Correct.
up to Wi-Fi first. So
yes,
after
if
you've
you
hooked up to Wi-Fi,
if you don't have
get this.
Wi-Fi when you first turn it on, it'll actually ask you to connect to a network. And once it's connected to a network, then it'll prompt
and
you.
you can
to-
use your home network. You can use
home
a
network,
hotspot on your
Starbucks,
phone.
your phone hotspot. You could actually, that we also offer, if you want, you could actually come and park in the parking lot of the school campus and still connect to the school Wi-Fi,
Oh,
even though
nice.
you're not allowed on campus.
Okay, cool. And then if you don't have any Wi-Fi at your home, is there an option for you?
Yes, if you don't, we do offer an option for those who do not have internet at home. Just
Okay,
come
so we
and
have-
talk
we have-
to come and talk to the administration here, and they can take care of that.
Okay, cool. So let's assume we have Wi-Fi, and then away we go. We're going to sign in to your Chromebook.
Now, normally in this field, you would just enter your student ID number. We use a test account here.
Okay, so that student ID number is the long one, right?
Yes,
it's
it's
like
a long-
it's like
it's a
an
long-
integer, and then followed by zeros. And then
Correct.
it's like 5 more integers, right?
Correct.
And then, so looking at this, so he's Joe Dirt, okay? And then we just need to enter a password. And the password for the first timers, the password is your 6-digit birthday.
Right.
So what that means is, like, I'm September 4th, so it would be 0904, and then my year, which was 1993.
So it'd be
So it'd
093.
be 090493. And if you believe that, I have some land to sell you. And a bridge too, for that matter. Okay, so we're in, right? We're in, and it's working, and it's doing its thing. It's gonna give you some notifications, and it's loading, and these are the magic buttons down here that we need to worry about, right? You need
There's
to
some
worry
of
about
them.
those.
Yeah, we're gonna walk through that right now. The main one that you need to know is the Google Chrome icon on the very bottom of the screen. It's called the shelf, and it's located on the shelf. You touch it once, and it will
Wait, we didn't cover this. That's a touch screen?
It's
That thing
also-
right there is a touch screen?
Right. It actually, instead of
Holy
it's
snipes.
not only a touchscreen when it's in tablet mode, even when it's in the laptop mode,
Okay,
it's
cool.
still considered a
All
touchscreen.
right. Okay, so then you just push Chrome,
And it
essentially-
launched a web browser, Google Chrome.
which is essentially what these devices do, right? These aren't an
that is-
operating
no,
system.
that's all this does. It's a way to connect through the Chrome browser to the Chrome devices and the Chrome applications that
Right,
are
so
available.
basically this is just a mobile browser. That's really kind of all it is,
exactly
right?
what it is, right?
And it's now look like it's populated. It's got all those apps down there, and so that's how you open up Chrome. Can you show me how to do email?
Sure.
Because these kids are gonna need to know how to.
Now you
do
have
email.
several icons in here that are shortcuts that allow you to do things. This happens to be the shortcut icon
Yeah.
for email.
Yeah,
However,
like you've never seen that, kids, right?
but these change. So the email icon is always available up here in what's called the Google Apps grid. Okay, there's a grid of 9 icons up here. If you
Right.
9 squares, if you touch it,
Boom.
it shows you your options.
Those are
and
the
it's
things you need to know.
Google email is always right here. It's called Gmail, and it's always available in this tile.
Right on. Right on. Okay, and there's your mail. There's
That's
Joe
it.
Dirt's mail anyway. Joe Dirt. Okay, so then last but not least, I think what they might need to know about Google Chrome. So using the advice you just gave them, how do we get to the classroom? They need to know.
Classroom.
You need to know, kids. You need to know about your classrooms.
Well, Google
Very
Classroom
important.
actually runs through Google Chrome.
Okay, so you have to
once
open up Chrome.
launch Chrome
Cool.
again, and you have access to Google Classroom.
Oh, there it is.
And Google Classroom is a green icon
right there.
marked as
Oh,
Classroom.
yeah, Classroom.
Touch it once. Now this will launch Google Classroom and show you any classes that you're currently given access to.
Right, and so that one right there, he's got 3 classes. Joe Dirt is only in 3 classes.
Easier.
Joe Dirt needs to take a couple more classes, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying. Okay, so I think that rounds it out. Is there anything else that you maybe want to say?
The only other thing I want to remind you guys is that there's several applications that come preloaded onto the Chromebook. Most applications you cannot install on here. It's very limited to what you're allowed to do through the district. But anything that's installed on here, if you raise this up, you have access to all your
What was
applications and everything that's available on the Chromebook to you.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice. So it's a browser, yes, but it's got a couple more things built into it as well.
Right. It's closer to a tablet than a browser.
And then if you could give one piece of advice to these freshmen coming in, having to use these devices, having to navigate the school and all this environment, what one piece of advice would you give them?
As far as the Chromebooks go, this is a great device. If you take care of it, it'll last you all 4 years, and it'll allow you to do everything that you need to do here at Troy.
4 years? You mean they get to keep it all 4 years?
All 4 years, the entire summer, spring break, everything, it stays with them. When they leave or check out of Troy or graduate, that's when they return it
All
to
right,
us.
I got a better question. Can I watch Netflix on this?
You can, but not during school hours.
Oh.
After 3:30, Netflix becomes available.
Netflix.
But you need your own account. We don't provide that.
Nice.
You can do lots of different things after 3:30. They broaden and allows you to do a few more things like the social media type things. But
very nice.
but just remember, everything you do on there is still filtered through the district content filter.
Perfect.
So you're still
Good.
safe and protected no matter where you use it, even if it's on your own home network. It still has to go through all our filtration.
Awesome. Okay, so that was Jonathan Hill. I'm Jess Knowles. That guy did a fantastic job. He will work hard for you. Be nice to him. He's in the back of the library. And that's it.
Anytime you guys need me, I'm located in the back of the library. I could also be reached through email at jhill@fjuhsd.org.
Boom. Signing out. Peace.